Hey guys, Fusebox here, and I'm logging in right now, waiting to get my first taste of what's going on with this new drop, the new faction, see what kind of tournaments we got going on. I'm ready to earn this new legendary. I had to go to work before this dropped, and we got some chickens and a lot of bottled energy. That's a lot of bottled energy and brews, guys. So I had to go to work before I could do anything. It had not really popped. So here he is. Obviously, go to the news and you can keep up with what's going on all day, all week, trying to get your hero. Let's get through all these deals real quick. So, something to keep in mind. Everybody's like trying to decide, do I want this hero or not? Yes, take him. He's a legendary hero in the new faction. He could be one of your very first heroes for the Shadowkin, and he's legendary. His kit is good. The only thing is people are comparing him to other heroes. This is actually still downloading, but it's going pretty quick. You know, comparing him to other heroes who can do similar or better jobs, and that's just silly. He's in his own faction. Yoshi the Drunkard, absolutely going to go for him. This thing's still downloading in the background, so it might be sluggish for a minute. But there's no reason not to take a legendary. That, to me, goes for all of them. So in the news, they've got it all here. The new faction, all the champions are out. We might glance at them. We know about the cool improvements did they give us the champion tags finally. We'll explore that briefly. You kind of get the idea. Couple of fixes always. Now places extra, so Candy Fun. They're pretty good about periodically when they do these updates fixing all these things. 12 new champions in the new faction. Yoshi the Drunkard, we're going to get him. If you have the resources, you should definitely be going for him. So what events are they actually throwing out? I wish I could have stayed home 30 more minutes and started this before I left, but we're going to push through it. So we have Dungeon Diver, great way to start. 5 fragments in the bag. So how are we going to earn Dungeon Diver? We're going to check our tournament. We're going to see what tournament's going on, and hopefully we'll run that dungeon into the ground. Dragon. Perfect. I'm going to run Dragon at least until I get here. If I'm really doing well, I've already got some people welled out on this, so I'm going for those 5 fragments. That'll get me 10 right off the bat. Do we have any kind of special... Nothing going on here, so I'll be waiting to pull shards for the events that earn me the new legendary while pulling shards. Alright, so let's check out the new champs. Before this resets, let me grab any gems. Let's see what we got. The new Shadowkin. Alright, so Yoshi the Drunkard. These are all amazing looking heroes, but you can get this legendary. He has a 40% chance to stun with his A1. There's nothing wrong with that. Solid A1. A 2-hitter at random. That's a little odd. With a 75 or 100% chance of placing a decreased accuracy and an HP burn. The randomness, that's a little odd, but man, if you take the accuracy and the HP burn on the Frost Spider and Doom Tower, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Putting on HP burn actually does decrease its resistance, I believe. You can decrease its accuracy. The HP burn will allow you to kill it. This is going to be good. The decreased accuracy is really good for Arena. There are a handful of champs that can do this now. He also increases attack, increases accuracy on all allies for 2 turns. So you can go in. This is great in Doom Tower. Think about this. I wonder what all battle speed. That's usable. Fills his champion's turn meter each time an enemy receives a buff. Good for Arena, good for Faction Wars, good for Doom Tower. This guy's solid. On top of increasing everybody's accuracy and attack, he has a 50% chance of placing a True Fear on all enemies for 1 turn. And then has a 100% chance instead on enemies that are under increased attack. So if you go up against that Arbiter, there's a 100% chance that he's going to True Fear the entire team also. So he's got his places. He's not bad at all. I don't know anything about these guys. An attack champ grants extra turn if this kills an enemy. We know how this plays out. We've got Nogdar the Headhunter. We've got Septimus. You can just start racking. If this guy's strong, and I'm suspecting he is, to have this move, he can just rack right through people, kind of go crazy on them. Attacks 1 enemy, steals 100% of the target's turn meter. New Spider's Hero. Decrease also great for the Scarab King, possibly. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. 100% turn meter depletion, and he steals it, giving him another turn, getting him back to this blood freeze. This guy's going to be amazing. Decreases the cooldown of Oni's Rage, which will be here. What else? If they're immune to turn meter effects. So if that's not usable, it makes this usable again. And attacks one enemy, places the decreased defense, and weaken. Some unkillable teams might be loving this guy too. Will attack 5 times instead of 1 on every 4th use of this skill. So if you're using this A2, have him in reflex gear with the A2 is going to help cool down the A3 if they are immune to turn meter, which would be the clan boss, right? Maybe this would work. Well, in arena they're not immune to it, but a lot of bosses are. You could also put him in reflex gear, take cycle of violence, everything that helps cool down your turn meter, and then turn this into a 5-hitter. Where was that? Yeah, a 5-hitter every 4th use. Interesting guy. A lot of attack in all battles. All turn meter fill effects are increased by 50% when used on this champion. Absolutely amazing. Bring him with the Batman or Arbiter. So you can see that they're not going like halfway with these guys. These guys, we got a 3-hitter on an A1. Increases its turn meter by 6. Is that per hit? Each hit. So that's an 18% boost on turn meter. Attacks all enemies. Has a 100% chance of placing decreased defense for 2 turns. Each critical hit fills his turn meter even more. These guys have a lot of utility. Will ignore. I love these kind of things. Ignore unkillable. Ignore shield. Fills his turn meter 30%. Fills it by 60 instead if the target's at 50% or less. Decrease the cooldown of Steel Parting, which was his A2, and Fated Vengeance skills by 1 if it kills an enemy. Increases his speed by 10, resistance by 50 if there are fewer champions on this champion's team than on the other team. So this effect always works when fighting bosses. Like a speed demon. Base speed of 100, but with all that turn meter boost, and increases speed and resilience. That's gonna be amazing. They've got 4 new epics. Probably not even gonna worry about looking down here, but you can imagine these are all gonna be strong. I mean, what have we got? Attack champion, block buffs, absolutely great. Attacks 3 times at random with a guaranteed weaken. Absolutely great. Removes all increased defense buffs from all enemies. That's really unique. Then it attacks all enemies. It gets rid of their defense buff, then it attacks. Maybe she's going to be an excellent nuker in the arena. Decreases the cooldown of Lay Bear. So, man, these guys they seem to be all about getting back around to their moves. Speed demons, right? These samurai type Asian warriors look like they're going to be moving around, controlling turn meter. Lots to be excited about. So let's look at the news, because I'm excited for getting some pulls in. Let's see how this is going to play out. So today is the 16th. We're going for Dungeon Divers. Under the tournaments, we have the Dragon under the 16th. Yeah, Dragon tournament. We'll be moving into Classic Arena. Guys, this is so easy. Just fight in the arena. You're going to get this. I promise. Up here, artifact enhancement, a great time to just roll up gear and leave it in your bags unless you're actually gearing a champion. As soon as the champion training event starts, I've got a lot of people fixing to hit level 60 and then use these artifact enhancement events to kind of get them geared out. Champion chase tournaments, these are actually happening. The training, the 19th will be my first chance. So yeah, we gotta wait a little bit for the summon rush on the 19th. That's when we'll have a little bit of fun getting to pull some shards. Just be careful, don't go crazy. You don't want to use them all. You want to use just enough to get your fragments, because you're going to have to do it again. One of them pays out more for using your big shards The other one pays out more for what you pull, so you might save most of your bigger shards for the one that gives you 500 per yellow, 200 or 250 per void shard. Think it through, play it out. You should be able to earn yourself a champion. There's a lot going on, and most of it I'm excited about. But let's just real quick. I have a couple of dupes. There are only a handful of champions that I absolutely suggest pulling dupes on. It looks like I stole a piece of gear off of her, so I need to re-gear her. This is my Doom Tower Coldheart. She's not built nearly as strong. She's more for utility in the Doom Tower. So I can mark her. Let's see. I wouldn't call her a speed build. But my other one could be attack. And I'll call this a support build. She's like a utility. Put that little plus sign, and I know now that I want to bring her into the Doom Tower. And this is my go-to when I'm trying to do big damage anywhere else. I've got to, what happened here? Well, we'll roll that up later. I must have stole it and put it on somebody. And then I have 2 royal guards. I'll sit here and figure out which ones I want to use for what. And finally I can mark them. And if you're just having fun, you can mark all your champions. You could just so you know exactly what they're built out to do. She's a glass cannon. You got somebody here. Maybe it'll help you simplify when you're looking through. Absolute tank. This is cool, being able to mark your heroes. So absolutely amazing. I'm glad they added that for sure. Was there any other? We got our champion tags. Advanced quest improvements. Added a new Doom Tower related quest. Now that's interesting. New milestone. Let's hop into advanced quests. What we got here? Boy, I can't stand that I had to. Man, it was a long day too. So it looks like we will find out at the reset. Oh wait, here we go. Yeah, I haven't gotten to my advanced quest. It's true. It's true. Between this and work, I am having a hard time getting through just my dailies most of the time. I do not see. So I imagine that's gonna be tonight. I do have a couple hours. I got a couple hours. Maybe I can get through my advanced quest real quick, earn some of these goodies, and I am excited. But yeah, I'm excited. This is all looking very good. I mean, so hey, here, there's not many. What else we got? We got the frog, Taragi the frog. What does this guy do? He's an HP champion. 30% chance attacks one enemy of placing decreased attack. Nice, based on HP. Attacks all enemies. 50% chance placing a provoke on all enemies for 1 turn. It increases by 5% for each debuff on the enemy team. So that's the only way to increase it above 50. But you're debuffing him. Well, that's only a 1-hitter. Let's see. Places a shield buff equal to 15% of his HP and ally protection on all allies except for him. That's definitely not bad. Also heals him by 25% of his max HP and places a 30% reflect damage on them for 3 turns. Maybe not too bad in arena. He's a little odd. He's not what you think about for arena, but he can take down attack on your biggest threat. And if they have debuffs going on from a debuffer on your team, he could actually provoke them for a turn. He can shield himself up, assuming he has high HP pretty well. Put ally protection on everybody else. Reflect damage if he does take that damage from the provokes. The heal increases by 2.5 for each poison debuff on the enemy team. Think about the amount of debuffs on some of these bosses, like the boss that you have to provoke, the dragon in the Doom Tower. It's interesting, definitely. When attacked, has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison on the attacker for 2 turns. Just makes you wonder if he might have some use on the clan boss. He heals up quite a bit for each poison debuff on the clan boss. He has a high HP pool. He places poisons. He decreases attack on his A1. The provoke doesn't play out there, but makes you wonder if he couldn't be a clan boss hero. Sachi, what's she got? Decreased accuracy, absolutely cool on all enemies. 40 or 50% chance of decreasing their accuracy. Gonna be good in arena, Doom Tower, faction war, kind of the same three. Those three just seem to kind of be grouped up. Attacks one enemy. 100% chance of placing decreased crit rate and leech. Super cool on a 2-turn cooldown, guys. That's a lot of books, but a 2-turn cooldown. Like, she's going to come back around to this a lot. This could be great on clan boss, getting rid of that decreased crit rate and leech. Increase attack for all allies. That attacks one enemy. Fills turn meter of all allies by 20% if it is critical. Well, I'm wondering how hard it would be to actually speed tune her with this, but if you did, man, you could revives a random when she kills a champion. These are some amazing heroes. Without a doubt, these guys are definitely solid. Oboro? What do we got here? Attacks one enemy, decrease defense, will attack all enemies instead if the target is under 4 or more debuffs. Now that's a lot of debuffs, but there are people who can lay 4 poisons in one hit. So, not unthinkable. But that makes it become an AoE. Attacks one enemy 2 times. The second hit has a 100% chance of transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target. So your A2 could be how you get 4 debuffs, especially if you got, you could debuff yourself with, I'm trying to think of his name, but I can't think of it right now. But you can debuff yourself, transfer those over, take your A1, turn it into a AoE, increase crit rate, increase crit damage, perfect veil, revive on death whenever they receive a veil or perfect veil. Yeah, these are some amazing heroes, guys. So I just wanted to go over kind of what I thought. This is my first take on everything. It looks like right now I need to go run me some dragons and get me some fragments. Hopefully you're all going for it. If you are, good luck to you. These are not that hard to get, so keep at it, be diligent. You should get you a new hero, and we'll go over things as they come out. Until next time, enjoy the grind.